There's only a few more days until the Oscars and award season will be over, and what a ride it has been this year. From my last video where it seemed everything was descending into chaos, a few frontrunners have emerged from the precursor awards. There's still a lot up in the air, but without further ado, here are my predictions for this Sunday's Oscars. Starting off strong with Best Picture, we have Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. Earlier this month, I would have probably predicted The Brutalist after it took the Golden Globe, but I think I'll predict Anora to win after it took out the Producers Guild Awards. There's only been 2 times in the last decade where the PGA award hasn't gone to win Best Picture, so it's pretty good odds. I mean, even Coda and Green Book won the PGA. Anora had a pretty quiet month prior, but I think it's back in people's minds now and back in the running to win. You also have to remember Anora took out the Palm at Cannes and has had a pretty dream run keeping up the momentum throughout the months up until now. I could see a potential threat from Conclave, who won SAG Ensemble and BAFTA, and with preferential voting, Conclave may end up being the crowd favourite and winning, but the PGA win is enough to convince me to predict Anora to win. Actor in a leading role has Adrien Brody, Timothée Chalamet, Coleman Domingo, Ray Fiennes, and Sebastian Stan. I'm going with the classic pick of Adrien Brody for this one. It may not be as exciting of a win as Timmy, whose SAG speech has won him a lot of favour, but I think with how consistent Adrien Brody has been winning this season and how immersive his performance was, I'll go with him. For actress in a leading role, we have Cynthia Erivo, Carlos Sofia Gascon, Mikey Madison, Demi Moore, and Fernanda Torres. It's got to go to Carlos Sofia Gascon, right? Just kidding. I think it'll be Demi Moore. I would love Mikey Madison or Fernanda Torres to win. I recently saw I'm Still Here and was floored by her performance. But I think with Demi Moore's narrative, she's got a lot going for her. I also think the Academy are hungry to award something a bit obscure and a bit transformative as her performance. I think of Emma Stone in Poor Things as an example. And also, what a win would it be for a horror film to get this kind of accolade? So I'm going to go with Demi Moore. Actor in a supporting role has Yura Borisov, Kieran Culkin, Edward Norton, Guy Pearce, and Jeremy Strong. This is the easiest award of the night. It will go to Kieran Culkin, who has won everything in the lead up to this. Condolences to Jeremy Strong. In actress in a supporting role, we have Monica Barbaro, Ariana Grande, Felicity Jones, Isabella Rossellini, and Zoe Saldana. As much as Emilia Perez is dead and gone, I predict Zoe Saldana will win this one after winning the Golden Globe, BAFTA, and SAG. In directing, we have Sean Baker, Brady Corbett, James Mangold, Jacques Ouliard, and Carly Fage. In the same week that Anora won the PGA, Sean Baker won at the Directors Guild Awards, and with a high correlation between the 2 awards, I'll predict him to win here also. Now for the Screenplay Awards. In Original Screenplay, we have Anora, The Brutalist, A Real Pain, September 5, and The Substance. After Anora took the WGA award for Original Screenplay, and with how well I'm predicting it to be awarded in the other categories, I think it'll win here too. And for Adapted Screenplay, we have A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Nickel Boys, and Sing Sing. Nickel Boys took the WGA for Adapted Screenplay, but I'm going to go heart over head here and pick Conclave. That was such a crisp, classic adaptation, and I think it's in good stead to win. I also want to note that if it doesn't win here, then I think its chances of Best Picture are over. And if there's an upset here with A Complete Unknown, that could mean it's more likely for Timmy to win over Adrian Brody for Best Actor. But we'll cross that bridge if we get to it. For international feature, there's I'm Still Here, The Girl with the Needle, Emilia Perez, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, and Flow. As I said before, Emilia Perez has completely lost its status as a frontrunner or any kind of significant winner on the night. They've gone from extreme high with so many nominations to now maybe winning 1 or 2 awards, and it certainly won't be this one anymore. With the high caliber of the film, plus all the support from Brazil and online, I'm Still Here is the deserved new frontrunner for this award and who I will predict to win. In animated feature, we have Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and The Wild Robot. As much as I would love a win for Memoir of a Snail, I think this one will go to The Wild Robot. Moving into the more technical categories now. For cinematography, we have The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, Maria, and Nosferatu. I forgot that Conclave didn't get a nomination here, which is quite surprising and disappointing now that I've seen Conclave and know how beautiful some of those shots were. But in its absence, I'll pick The Brutalist. That was another gorgeous film, and I don't think that they'll reward Dune Part 2 here again. For costume design, there is A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. Even though it feels like a bit of a flat win, I'll give it to Wicked here. The costumes are probably one of the most commendable things of the film. It certainly wasn't the hair and makeup. Editing has Anora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, and Wicked, and I'll give it to Conclave. Some of those scenes in Conclave were, I think, definitely as impactful and as emotional as they were because of their editing, so I will be very surprised if it goes to anything else. Another awards lock we have is in makeup and hairstyling, which has A Different Man, Emilia Perez, Nosferatu, The Substance, and Wicked. The Substance has been locked in to win this one for months, and while there is some worthy competition, particularly with A Different Man and Nosferatu, it doesn't come close to what was done in The Substance. In score, we have The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot. The real winner, the winner in my heart, is Challengers, but since that was stupidly not nominated, I'll give it to The Brutalist. That score won easily in the first 10 minutes of the film and is probably the most memorable part of the film. Like, I was singing that score in my head all the way home from the movie. It's that impactful. So I think The Brutalist will win. And now for original song, we have songs from Emilia Perez, The 688, Sing Sing, and Elton John, Never Too Late. I'll give it to El Mal from Emilia Perez. And once again, I would like to offer my annual condolences to Diane Warren. I'm definitely sure we'll see you again next year, hopefully with some better luck. What can we say at this point? Better luck next time. For production design, we've got The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. I would love a win for The Brutalist or Conclave, but I'm picking Wicked to win here. In sound, we have A Complete Unknown, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot. Sound categories historically prefer films about war or conflict, so I'm going to stick with tradition here and pick Dune Part 2 as the winner. And for the final category, as I don't predict for documentaries or shorts, in visual effects we have Alien, Romulus, Better Man, Dune Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. And as much as it would be a laugh to award Better Man, I think the clear pick here is Dune Part 2. So there are my predictions for this year's Oscars. It's been a crazy season, but it's always good fun to watch it all come together, and I'm looking forward to seeing who wins on the night. Let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comments below, and as always, thank you for watching and listening in.